Columbia Broadcasting System and its affiliated stations present Orson Welles and the Mercury Theater on the air in The War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells. Ladies and gentlemen, the director of the Mercury Theater and star of these broadcasts, Orson Welles.
We know now that in the early years of the 20th century, this world was being watched closely by intelligences greater than man's, and yet as mortal as his own. We know now that as human beings busied themselves about their various concerns, they were scrutinized and studied, perhaps almost as narrowly as a man with a microscope might scrutinize the transient creatures that swarm and multiply in a drop of water. With infinite complacence, people went to and fro over the earth about their little affairs, serene in the assurance of their dominion over this small, spinning fragment of solar driftwood, which by chance or design, man has inherited out of the dark mystery of time and space. Yet across an immense ethereal gulf, minds that are to our minds as ours are to the beasts in the jungle, intellects, vast, cool, and unsympathetic, regarded this earth with envious eyes and slowly and surely drew their plans against us. In the 39th year of the 20th century came the Great Disillusionment. It was near the end of October. Business was better. The war scare was over. More men were back at work. Sales were picking up. On this particular evening, October 30th, the Crosley service estimated that 32 million people were listening in on radios.
For the next 24 hours, not much change in temperature. A slight atmospheric disturbance of undetermined origin is reported over Nova Scotia, causing a low-pressure area to move down rather rapidly over the northeastern states, bringing a forecast of rain accompanied by winds of light gale force. Maximum temperature 66, minimum 48. This weather report comes to you from the Government Weather Bureau. We take you now to the Meridian Room in the Hotel Park Plaza in downtown New York, where you will be entertained by the music of Raymond Raquello and his orchestra.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. From the Meridian Room in the Park Plaza Hotel in New York City, we bring you the music of Raymond Raquello and his orchestra. With a touch of the Spanish, Raymond Raquello leads off with La Comparsita.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News. At 20 minutes before 8 Central Time, Professor Farrell of the Mount Jennings Observatory, Chicago, Illinois, reports observing several explosions of incandescent gas occurring at regular intervals on the planet Mars. The spectroscope indicates the gas to be hydrogen and moving toward the Earth with enormous velocity. Professor Pearson of the observatory at Princeton confirms Farrell's observation and describes the phenomenon as, quote, like a jet of blue flame shot from a gun, unquote. We now return you to the music of Raymond Raquello, playing for you in the Meridian Room of the Park Plaza Hotel, situated in downtown New York.
And now a tune that never loses favor, the ever-popular Stardust, Raymond Raquello and his orchestra.
Ladies and gentlemen, following on the news given in our bulletin a moment ago, the Government Meteorological Bureau has requested the large observatories of the country to keep an astronomical watch on any further disturbances occurring on the planet Mars. Due to the unusual nature of this occurrence, we have arranged an interview with the noted astronomer, Professor Pearson, who will give us his views on this event. In a few moments, we will take you to the Princeton Observatory at Princeton, New Jersey. We return you until then to the music of Ramon Raquello and his orchestra. We are ready now to take you to the Princeton Observatory at Princeton, where Carl Phillips, our commentator, will interview Professor Richard Pearson, famous astronomer. We take you now to Princeton, New Jersey.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Carl Phillips speaking to you from the observatory at Princeton. I'm standing in a large semicircular room, pitch black except for an oblong split in the ceiling. Through this opening, I can see a sprinkling of stars that cast a kind of frosty glow over the intricate mechanism of the huge telescope. The ticking sound you hear is the vibration of the clockwork. Professor Pearson stands directly above me on a small platform, peering through the giant lens. I'll ask you to be patient, ladies and gentlemen, during any delay that may arise during our interview. Besides the ceaseless watch of the heavens, Professor Pearson may be interrupted by telephone or other communications. During this period, he is in constant touch with the astronomical centers of the world. Professor, may I begin our questions?
Any time, Mr. Phillips.
Professor, would you please tell our radio audience exactly what you see as you observe the planet Mars through your telescope?
Nothing unusual at the moment, Mr. Phillips. A red disk swimming in a blue sea. Transverse stripes across the disk. Quite distinct now because Mars happens to be at the point nearest the Earth, in opposition, as we call it.
In your opinion, what do these transverse stripes signify, Professor Pearson?
Not canals, I can assure you, Mr. Phillips. Although that's the popular conjecture of those who imagine Mars to be inhabited. From a scientific viewpoint, the stripes are merely the result of atmospheric conditions peculiar to the planet.
Then you're quite convinced, as a scientist, that living intelligence as we know it does not exist on Mars?
I should say the chances against it are 1,000 to 1.
And yet, how do you account for these gas eruptions occurring on the surface of the planet at regular intervals?
Phillips, I cannot account for it.
By the way, Professor, for the benefit of our listeners, how far is Mars from the Earth?
Approximately 40 million miles.
Well, that seems a safe enough distance. Just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Someone has just handed Professor Pearson a message. While he reads it, let me remind you that we are speaking to you from the observatory in Princeton, New Jersey, where we are interviewing the world-famous astronomer, Professor Pearson. One moment, please. Professor Pearson has passed me a message which he has just received. Professor, may I read the message to the listening audience?
Certainly, Mr. Phillips.
Ladies and gentlemen, I shall read you a wire addressed to Professor Pearson from Dr. Gray of the Natural History Museum, New York. Quote, 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Seismograph registered shock of almost earthquake intensity occurring within a radius of 20 miles of Princeton. Please investigate. Signed, Lloyd Gray, Chief of Astronomical Division. Unquote. Professor Pearson, could this occurrence possibly have something to do with the disturbances observed on the planet Mars?
Hardly, Mr. Phillips. This is probably a meteorite of unusual size, and its arrival at this particular time is merely a coincidence. However, we shall conduct a search as soon as daylight permits.
Thank you, Professor. Ladies and gentlemen, for the past 10 minutes, we've been speaking to you from the observatory at Princeton, bringing you a special interview with Professor Pearson, noted astronomer. This is Carl Phillips speaking. We are returning you now to our New York studio.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the latest bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News. Toronto, Canada. Professor Morse of Macmillan University reports observing a total of 3 explosions on the planet Mars between the hours of 7:45 p.m. and 9:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This confirms earlier reports received from American observatories. Now, nearer home, comes a special bulletin from Trenton, New Jersey. It is reported that at 8:50 p.m., a huge flaming object, believed to be a meteorite, fell on a farm in the neighborhood of Grover's Mill, New Jersey, 22 miles from Trenton. The flash in the sky was visible within a radius of several hundred miles, and the noise of the impact was heard as far north as Elizabeth. we have dispatched a special mobile unit to the scene, and we'll have our commentator, Carl Phillips, give you a word picture of the scene as soon as he can reach there from Princeton. In the meantime, we take you to the Hotel Martinet in Brooklyn, where Bobby Millett and his orchestra are offering a program of dance music. We take you now to Grover's Mill, New Jersey.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Carl Phillips again, out at the Wilmot Farm, Grover's Mill, New Jersey. Professor Pearson and myself made the 11 miles from Princeton in 10 minutes. Well, I hardly know where to begin to paint for you a word picture of the strange scene before my eyes, like something out of a modern Arabian Nights. Well, I just got here. I haven't had a chance to look around yet. I guess that's it. Yes, I guess that's the thing directly in front of me, half buried in a vast pit. Must have struck with terrific force. The ground is covered with splinters of a tree. It must have struck on its way down. But I can see the object itself doesn't look very much like a meteor, at least not the meteors I've seen. It looks more like a huge cylinder. Has a diameter of, what would you say, Professor Pearson?
What's that?
What would you say, what's the diameter of this?
About 30 yards.
About 30 yards. The metal on the sheath is, well, I've never seen anything like it. The color is sort of yellowish white. Its curious spectators now are pressing close to the object in spite of the efforts of the police to keep them back. Getting in front of my line of vision. Would you mind standing one side, please? While the policemen are pushing the crowd back. Here's Mr. Wilmot, owner of the farm here. He may have some interesting facts to add. Mr. Wilmot, would you please tell the radio audience as much as you remember of this rather unusual visitor that dropped in your backyard? A step closer, please. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Wilmot.
Well, I was listening to the radio.
Closer and louder, please.
Pardon me?
Louder, please, closer.
Yes. I was listening to the radio and kind of drowsing. That professor fellow was talking about Mars, so I was half dozing and half...
Yes, Mr. Wilmot, and then what happened?
Well, as I was saying, I was listening to the radio, kind of halfway.
Yes, Mr. Wilmot, and then you saw something.
Well, not first off. I heard something.
And what did you hear?
A hissing sound like this. Kind of like a 4th of July rocket.
Yes, then what?
I turned my head out the window and would have sworn I was asleep and dreaming.
Yes?
I seen a kind of greenish streak and then zingo. Something smacked the ground, knocked me clear out of my chair.
Well, were you frightened, Mr. Wilmot?
Well, I ain't quite sure. I reckon I was kind of riled.
Well, thank you, Mr. Wilmot. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you want me to tell
No, that's
some
quite
more?
all right. That's plenty. Ladies and gentlemen, you've just heard Mr. Wilmot, owner of the farm where this thing has fallen.
Welcome,
I wish I
Raiders.
could convey the atmosphere, the background of this fantastic scene. Hundreds of cars are parked in a field in back of us, and the police are trying to rope off the roadway leading into the
Alrighty.
farm, but it's no use. They're breaking right through.
I'm going
Cars,
to turn
headlights
this off
throwing
and
an
turn
enormous
it down.
spotlight on
I don't
the
have
pit where
time to
object
play the
half
whole
buried.
thing.
Now, some of
But
the
I
most
recently
daring-
discovered this gem. The War of the Worlds was originally aired on October 30th. October 30th, 1938. Thank you so much, Rodrigo, for bringing in these Raiders. It was a great set. I really enjoyed the energy that you've got going there. And I didn't get to participate in the chat much because I was running around and stuff. But this is Raiders of the Lost Art Raid Train. And I am DJ Miss Elaine Eos. I'm in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And today's theme is Halloween, of course. I'm kind of dressed up here. I'm a, sexy vampire? Perhaps? I don't have vampire teeth. Hello there, King Me 173. Welcome to the party. DJ Marky Fresh as usual. Tagging along and being the conductor. Eisman 076. First time. Hi, Eisman. Eisenman, for sure. Mock Groove, good to see you too. So I was playing a little bit of the War of the Worlds. I want to get on later tonight maybe and play the entire thing. So if you see a notification pop up It'll be for War of the Worlds. Well, let's get this moving because I'm really excited to have you here today. I'm going to play records from the Record Room of Doom. The Record Room of Doom is the room behind where I DJ, and I have been cleaning it out so I could have the water meter people come, but it is still full of records, and I found so many good gems. Hey there, Rugged One. Thanks for the shout out given there, Marky Fresh. Rugged One is someone I just started modding for. He's really awesome on the tables too. Are you terrified of the Record Room of Doom? I am too. But there are significantly less spiders there. I interrupted many, many spider homes with my vacuum not too long ago. But so the first one, let's see. This one came out of Motown, and it is off the Monster Hits. The Isley Brothers.
Yes, I'll always love you. You got the love I need. You got the love I need. You got the love I need. Open up your heart. Open up your heart. And let me walk on in. Open up your heart. Open up your heart. And let me live again. When you left with me. A dream no longer reality. I live in the shadows of our past. With this love that was born to last. I guess I'll always love you. You got the love I need. You got the love I need. You got the love I need. The only time I'm happy is when you're on my mind. Every day I live, more of my love to you I give. I've been 1,000 places, seen your smile on 1,000 faces. No matter what I try, no matter what I do, I'm always dreaming of you. I guess I'll always love you. You got the love I need. You got the love I need. You got the love I need. Every girl that passes by, I see a sparkle in her eyes. Right away I'd stop and stare, close my eyes and see you there. Whenever I feel almost free, old memories start taking hold of me. I love you now so much more than I ever did before. I guess I'll always love you. I guess I'll always love you. I guess I'll always love you. I guess I'll always.
Alrighty. Thanks for bringing up the rest of the people there. Did DJ Dog Style, did you get rated in there? Jao or Daddy Shama. Good to see you here. I'm going to play these kind of radio style and in a very random fashion. You might not quite be able to see that right here to my right is a dish strainer full of records because I had to wash these up last night. That's the thing about the Record Room of Doom. Part of the fear is that it's very dusty. Very, very dusty. Is there anyone else around that I didn't welcome in here? Max Jerome, New Jersey. Nice to meet you. I'm not sure we have met before. Welcome to my stream. Alrighty, I'm Miss Elaine Eos. Like I said, these records in the Record Room of Doom were left to me by a friend who had to move out of a studio real fast and never really got his stuff together to take them back. So I'm charging rent and pulling tunes. A lot of it is really good house music. a lot of it is really good soul. So here's another one that's got my interest peaked. It's DJ. You Got Me Up on Casual. Not going to keep it this fast the whole time. And yes, I'm going to play you a whole house track and not mix it. Thank you so much for lending me your ears, your eyes possibly. Whoa, we got another raid here. Another raid right away. Oh my goodness. The Kevin Brown Show. Welcome in. All your raiders that have come with you. I'm DJ Miscellaneous. This is the Raiders of the Lost Ark. Everybody out there have a good hump day today? Wednesday? All right. This one is pretty repetitive, I must say. But that is house music. We had to have long intros and outros back in the day, where we had looping devices. I like this track. There's 3 others on the record, so it's very promising that this one plays so nicely since I cleaned it. The next one I want to play. Oh, hey, Ruffra. Good to see you. Kevin Brown Show, thank you for that raid so much. Really appreciate it. Raids are love in my book. I heard some DJs get a little weird about raids. They think you're trying to steal their people. Go ahead in the chat, where the number of people or the little person thing, click on that. And then click follow on everybody in the chat, because so many of them are awesome DJs. We're getting some of the shout outs here, but you can just follow everybody. Click their name, click follow. Click their name, click follow. It's super easy. Thanks to Twitch. If you're out there on another platform listening, I appreciate you too. Thanks for being out there. This next one. Kraftwerk. Good to see you too, Ruffra. So, did Kraftwerk start techno? Or did people in Detroit? I'm not trying to start an argument. Don't actually give your opinion. I'm playing the title track, I believe. The Man Machine. It says down here, Die Mensch Maschine. L'homme Machine. And then in Russian, which I can't even attempt to say. the acid sampler. And, you know, it's a little bit too hard to play right now, I think. I'm not feeling that one. It's a lot of hard acid. It's very crunchy stuff. Hey, D-Mark DJ. Long time no see. Good to see you here. We're just playing tunes that I washed last night, that I dug out of the record room of doom. I need a vocoder. That's what I think. I really want a vocoder. Or like a whammy pedal. Did any of you have whammy pedals when you were teenagers? Or recently even? I bet they're collector's items by now. This one's Louie and the World. Record Room of Doom.
alive. We can fuck it till the dawn, making love till cherries dawn. Erotic you see? What's so pretty, you and me? Every time I comb my hair, thoughts of you get in my eyes. You're a sinner, I don't care. I just want your creamy thighs. Thoughts so pretty, you and me. Erotic city, come alive. Erotic city, can't you see? Thoughts so pretty, you and me. All of my hang-ups are gone. I wish you felt the same. We could fuck until the dawn. I wish you were my dame. Fuck so pretty, you and me. Erotic city, come alive. Erotic city, can't you see? Fuck so pretty, you and me. Fuck so pretty, you and me. Erotic city, come alive. Erotic city, can't you see? Fuck so pretty, you and me.
I know what you all are thinking out there. Stay silent. But yeah, so I was saying how I claim these records as my own, but that's because they've been here for 10 years now? I think 10 years. I got my house in, no, 2009. So they've been here for a while. Yeah, somebody do the math for me. Way more than 10 years. Close to 15. I'm DJ Miss Elaine Eos, and this is the Raiders of the Lost Art Raid Train. You've been having me along on the Raid Train for a couple of years now. I think, although I should find out when my first Raiders was.
Fuck some creamy human jive. Erotic city, come alive.
Okay, I didn't play this. I'm like, should I play it all? I don't know if I've heard this mix before. Thanks for the follow, DJ Doug Style.
Fuck so pretty, you and me. Erotic city, come alive. Erotic city, can't you see? Fuck so pretty, you and me. Fuck so pretty, you and me. Erotic city,
No hard feelings at all. I totally get it.
come alive.
I just recently reached my maximum for following people. So in order to follow new people, I gotta unfollow people. So I totally get it. That's probably what happened. Otherwise, Twitch is kind of weird. So is Facebook. None of my timers seem to be working, but I know. I just mentioned that big social media company. If you want to look at my Instagram, it's really just shows I do. I realized I needed to put more pictures of me on there. recently got one of me dancing outside video. We almost reached the end of this. This next track is from John Spencer Blues Explosion, which really, John Spencer Blues Explosion was a band my big brother listened to. He's 4 years older than me. So I found this one, though, and I thought, well, I didn't like them then, but that doesn't mean I'll like them now, that's for sure. You know, a lot has changed in 40 years. I mean, that's just since I was little. It's not like how old I am. For a whole hour. We're only halfway through. Yes, it does rock style. I like this one a lot. Called Greyhound. Give you more deets on the release if you want me to later, Rugged. But as I was saying, I don't think I have enough that I cleaned to fill this whole hour. That one from John Spencer, Blues Explosion. The next one is going to be from Parliament. This record looks like it has hardly been played. The majority of the records in there are actually scratched to high heaven. Like they must have been sitting in stacks with grit between them and played by very, very drunk people, which is entirely possible. But this record, Chocolate City, is like nearly mint. It's really beautiful. And, you know, I wouldn't be playing it if I was interested in selling it, but I probably could. I'm sure. Some of these I could, but I'm going to keep them. I'll let my kid take care of selling them after I die. Oh, yeah. There's one that isn't even open yet. This one, James Brown sings Out of Sight. Should I open this one and play it after Parliament? Why don't we take a vote in the chat if you want me to open the new record that I found in there. Please, put a 1 in the chat.
I know what you can do. Let us lay some funk on you. Funk on me?
Funk on you. Music for the young and old. Music good to your ear hole.
Music.
YouTube channel. Yep, I have a YouTube channel, and if I type exclamation YT in the chat, yes, if I could get some follows, that would be really helpful. And Rugged One, you'll see this under the live videos. If you want to try to sample it off there, I can definitely get you a better quality sample if you're interested. What was I going to say, though? Okay, so I still have more videos than subscribers on YouTube, and it costs nothing to subscribe there. So, or, you know, it's just like a follow on Twitch. So head on over to that link there and give me a subscribe. But whenever you want. That's just at miscellaneous, just the way I spell it on Twitch. All right, so I picked out the track I'm going to play off of James Brown. I think it's just going to be track 1, side 1, because isn't that how we listen to new records, folks? Yes. And that's what the record people think we're going to do. We're going to put side 1 on and listen to one track. I will look up that name here, Dog Style, while this is playing. So, once again, I'm Miss Elaine Eos. Eos is the goddess of dawn. It's also a car and like a lens for a camera and stuff. But Eos is really a goddess of dawn, and that's where it comes from. The rebirth of me as a DJ in the early aughts of this century. I really appreciate all of you out there. It's only another 20 minutes here with me tonight, but I bet we'll get to do this again sometime. It's already been a grand old time. So this first track here by James Brown is going to be Out of Sight. Here it comes. I swear.
You got your high sneakers on, slipping new. You got your high sneakers on, and you're slipping new. You're more than all right. You know you're out of sight. You got a shapely figure, mama, that's keep me uptight. You got a shapely figure, mama, keep me uptight. You're too much. You know you're out of sight. Hey, the way you do the thing you do, the way you kiss me too, the way you do the thing you do, the way you kiss me too. My heart delight, that's what you are. You know you're out of sight. Ho! Hey, hey. You got a sweet disposition. Oh, you're always right. You got a sweet disposition. You know you're always right. You know just what you're doing, baby. You know you're out of sight. Ow. You're too much. You're the end. You're so here, baby. You know just where it's at. You're beautiful, mama. But most of all, you are. There's no doubt you're out of sight. Out of sight. Way. Out of sight.
This next one is Wes Montgomery. There were a few Wes Montgomery releases in there. He had 2 of these, which is good too. The other one's totally trashed. Cool DJ Frank after that, Max Jerome in New Jersey, and Easy Does It Music will round out the train. Next one play, because that was California Dreamin'. We all know that one. Let's play the next one. poll there, Pet Space Collective, and you know, I didn't need a formal poll for that one. Oh, I really like this Wes Montgomery ensemble. I'm gonna do more research on that. I'm fairly knowledgeable about certain things, but music, there's just so much of it, and I missed so many things. You're on the Raiders of the Lost Art Raid Train. Some of the biggest record geeks I've ever met, but you're all very intriguing with what you play. I enjoy it so much. This next one I have on 45, and I believe I've played for you already, but this is the album version. So this also came out of the record room of doom. And I recognized it because the label is exactly the same as the 45, pretty much. It's Roger and Zapp. This might be the last one I play. Oh yeah, I'm going to do a little thing at the end, though. Okay, we got about 8 minutes before we head on over to Dog Style.
Living just enough for the city. Surrounded by four walls that ain't so pretty. His mama gives him love and affection. Wanna keep him strong, moving in the right direction. Living just enough for the city. His body works some days for 14 hours, and you can bet he barely makes $1. His mama goes to scrub the floors for Minnie, and you best believe that she hardly gets one penny. Living just enough for the city. His sister is black, but she is shown a pretty. Her skirt is short, but all her legs are sturdy. When she walks to school, she's got to get up early. Her clothes are old, but never on it dirty. Just enough for the city. Her brother's smart, he's got more sense than me. His patience long, but soon he won't have any. Gotta find a job, but it's like a head's needle. 'Cause where they live, they don't use colored people. Living just enough for the city.
What are the chances, though? I got both of them free.
Wait a minute. Whoa! Let me tell you
all those DJs that have played today. I caught a few sets while I was working. It was really grand, I must say. I'm doing pretty boring filing work. So we'll head on over to DJ Dog Style here in just a couple minutes. This one says it's green sleeves. I couldn't find the theme that I wanted to play for you. So you just get to hear a little bit of this while we get ready. Thank you, Dog Style. You guys always got to see me play for a while at the very beginning, and I'm very honored that I've been allowed to play towards the end because I'm working Wednesdays now. But this is a super good time. Thank you, Marky Fresh. Let's see, what do we get here? I should probably type in that raid now. I was going to try to list off everybody who followed me, but thank you to everybody who followed in the raid. Kevin Brown, it's awesome. Thanks for listening to these new records. New to me, at least. New to you. Well, for me. I am Mock Groove. Thanks for sticking around. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. I gotta type that. We're coming fastly. Fastly. All right, Dark Style says it's for mature audiences. Mine probably should have been because I played Erotic City. Thanks, Ruffra. I'm going to send you guys on over there because it looks like I'm a little behind. Hope you have a good evening. Final forever. Where's the raid button? Okay.
That was just dope. Woof. The man himself, DJ Marky Fresh in the house. As always, sir, I appreciate you allowing me to showcase what I have. Welcome, everybody.